And now, The Bonfire with Big J. Okerson and Robert Kelly.
Man, I love TLC.
Bobby thought this was TLC genuinely.
It's not?
It's not. It's MC Light.
It's not three different girls?
It's not three different people.
It's all one girl.
Dude, this bumps.
It thumps.
Thumps.
It bumps.
It bumps and thumps.
That's fine.
It really
Bumps
does.
works. That was... I'm giving my Piven back. I'm giving my Piven back.
Why?
Really?
Unnecessary. That was unnecessary aggression. There was no reason for it.
You know what? I respect you.
Yeah. No,
know what?
listen. I got to earn Pivens as much as anybody.
That's goddamn right. You're the Piven keeper, but you really do.
I do.
You hold by Piven law.
I want to introduce our guest so we can understand when he's probably
pivot
confused
it.
this whole Piven thing.
Let's pivot.
The Piven.
What is the...
Everybody, it's the Bonfire. We are back. We have a great guest, everyone. He is currently on the Crowd Sorcerer Tour with dates coming up in Jacksonville, Tempe, Phoenix, Houston, and Atlanta.
I didn't know that you were literate.
Completely.
You are literate?
No, you're thinking about me.
Yeah, Bobby.
No,
Bobby,
you know
do
what? I think about you all the time, but I never think that you can't read.
I love you.
Do the rest, Bobby.
I'll do the rest. Where'd you
For
leave off?
tickets.
Oh, right. Where? For tickets.
Oh, for tickets.
Okay,
that's
Oh, right.
the-
I got it.
I was
I got
wrong.
it.
Where there's an F and O and an R.
TJ Miller does
I
not
got
have
it.
a website.com.
For tickets and all other tour dates, visit TJ Miller does not have a website.com, where you can also find TJ's peanut butter and unbelievable hot sauce as well, which I had at the Miami Improv
And?
Sunday. Unbelievable.
Isn't it amazing?
Hot sauce. Let me tell you something, bro. They gave
Tell
me.
me.
They gave me my little steak and my rice and beans,
Yeah.
and I put that hot sauce on. Amazing.
I'm not
It was so good.
I'm
It
not
was-
kidding you that I was at the mothership last weekend, and in the green room, conversation just about hot sauce in general.
Yeah.
Multiple people said out loud, goes, TJ's hot sauce is actually fucking
Buddy.
great. And Lewis also says that.
It's not even.
But Lewis
it-
is a liar.
Let me tell you something.
Lewis is a liar, and now that I heard that, I like my own hot sauce less.
Yeah. Yes, I'm sorry. I had to even you out by telling you Lewis also said it was great.
No, it is. It's exceptional, and it's all like the guy that I did the hot sauce with, who's since passed away. His wife and I, but I collaborated with him.
Oh,
and
you have
he's
to give her
like,
the money still?
What's that?
You have to give the wife the money now?
Nah, I keep telling her I'll get to it.
God, nice.
No. And so I haven't paid her, but no, but she's fantastic. And then the peanut butter is a family. Both of them are in Indiana and sort of small towns in Indiana. And what is this? Is this water?
That's water.
Why would you serve it like this?
Because
Because they don't have bottles of water. It's
Yeah.
Well, there's bottles of water right there.
Well, then none of this makes sense.
That's ice.
Looks like a little.
Oh, that's for one of them.
Would you consider the tuft of hair that's colored? Is that a maroon?
Where?
Right here.
Oh, it is curly
It's
there now.
more
It's like a
red.
burgundy now.
You think it's burgundy?
But
Christine,
it will,
what do you think?
It's vampire red.
But it will.
I would
Twilight vibes.
Say, I would say it's a Deadpool red.
Yeah.
Hey, sorry.
Well, we'll get to that too.
Sorry.
No, sorry. Certainly not that many. But these are both like family-owned businesses in Indiana, and I kind of feel really fortunate that we all connected, and it's like a real down-home America product. And so you can get the peanut butter is on my website. TJ Miller does not have a website.com. The hot sauce, I think, is still on Amazon. Who just what can we say here?
Anything.
This is not terrestrial, right?
You can say
No,
Who
it's
just
whatever you want.
fucks your dick into it goes in
Whoa,
the
whoa, whoa,
urethra,
whoa,
it comes
whoa,
out of your
whoa.
asshole.
No, I'm kidding.
And then you have to give yourself a reach around.
And then come in a barrel
But the barrel is filled
with other people's
with
cum.
your daughters. Now, I will tell you this: they do nothing for small businesses, but yeah, it's great. I mean, it's great, and I love it. And I can't get high on my own supply, so I don't keep any in my house. Because if I come home drunk or high, we can say that, right?
Yeah.
You come home and I'm just gonna eat all of it. It's that good.
Yeah.
Coconut, dark chocolate coconut.
It's really
cherry chocolate with real dried cherries.
And I'm not
TJ
just saying that either. I really had it at the Miami Improv, and I was like, "What the? It's TJ's hot sauce." I'm like, "What?" most comics have hats or shirts, but you brought peanut butter and hot sauce.
I'm into foodstuffs. I'm the Paul Newman of comedy.
Absolutely. You're
Great
getting your salad dressing
How did that
next.
hit with the different generations?
Yeah, I know you kind of.
Salad
I don't
dressing.
like when people get glazed over because they don't understand what's going on in the room. We should update them here. The joke that you didn't catch there was because you weren't here when Paco over here told us that upon feeling during masturbating like he's about to come, that is when he vampire sits up and then squat walks over to a tiny trash can and bends over and jerks off directly into the can.
Yeah.
Oh, I used to have a joke like that. There's a guy who
No, but this isn't a joke. This is dead serious life we're talking about right here.
this
No, I know. I did it as a. I mean, I did. There was a guy, Sean Cole, who's so funny. He's in Chicago. He's like those comics that are just a fucking kill. They're bizarre. It's almost Andy Kaufman, but in their own way, and then they just disappear.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so I actually thought you were like that, but you've stuck around. And for my
Call me. I'm the long-term flash in the pan.
This guy called me a flash in the pan. But he had a joke about it. But I did one time with my current wife when we were in college. I thought it would be really funny. And I jumped out of her. How often do we say that? And ran over to the trash can, and I looked at her, and I ejaculated into the trash can. I go, "This is where it belongs!" I thought it was one of the funniest things I've ever done in my life. And I got to say, I got like a little more than a chuckle. It wasn't like, I thought it was going to be a full on like, oh my God. But I think she also was like, why is this the end of this experience?
Well, it actually belongs.
The
in
ladies,
her,
the ladies in the room were like, yeah, that doesn't sound funny.
it actually
or
belongs
pleasurable.
in her vagina. That's
You
where
think?
jizz. That's where jizz is supposed to go.
Is it?
Yeah, it makes
Oh.
kids.
What about on the feet?
Well, yeah.
Are you a foot guy?
No, I hate feet.
It's so interesting. I wouldn't have expected you to be, but I would not have been surprised if you're like, I love feet.
I don't like
What
a
is
foot.
what's your favorite part of a woman's body that is not one of those three things that we objectify women about? And I don't want to do that
Their
anymore.
dick.
I'm not going to. Their dick.
That's how progressive I am.
What am I, Jim and
woman's
Sam right now?
A woman's penis is my favorite thing.
I love it. What do you think?
The most,
Neck,
not the sexiest,
elbows.
the sexiest non-sexual
The
place.
sexual, non-sexual place. I would say hands.
Yeah, I like that.
Hands. I like a nice
If
hand.
they're big enough, there's a dick down
Yeah,
there.
there's a dick. No, I like a nice hand. You can always tell how clean a woman is by her fingernails.
Or how old by their hand veins.
Or by their anus.
Yeah, her fucking liver spots on her hands.
I was just saying, that's what I'm into, is liver spots.
Oh, liver spots are hot. I do like a nice hot liver spot. Right on the cheek right here. I do
Yeah.
like a nice
I
liver
can't
spot.
come at-
I do like the cancer freckles on the chest
Yeah.
though,
I only come on sun-damaged parts of skin.
because it heals it.
Yeah. I feel like I'm doing
does heal
something
it.
nice.
So what's going on with you? What happened with you? What's happening? You were supposed to be here at 5.
I went to where was I last? Do you ever do that? You're like, where was I 3 days ago? I thought I was in Phoenix, but it turned out I was telling people I was just in Phoenix. And then like, I don't know, 8 hours later, somebody's like, I think you were with your wife? Was she in Phoenix? I'm like, oh yeah, I was in Wisconsin.
Yeah,
So
I
I'd
do that
forgotten that.
constantly. Yeah.
But I made a huge mistake. I came up with a funny thing. I talked about all the facts that I learned about the Miller Brewery, and within the facts, I like listed real facts. Then every third fact, I said something that was about me having a drinking problem. So it was like pretty funny. Like 9 million barrels. I had 9 drinks before the tasting. And then we'd go to the next thing like that. And then I made a mistake. I said the girl in the Miller High Life logo, and she sort of sits on a moon, the moon girl, like, does not have a name. And then I don't know where this came from, but I said, this was in the beginning of the set, I said, and I would eat her dry for another champagne and beer. And I don't think anybody has ever said that. Have you heard that phrase? Eat a
her
woman dry?
Yeah, I do
No.
it. My wife's in menopause. I do it all the time.
This is my
No,
favorite part
no.
of the show.
It's
No,
like,
no,
It's
no.
like eating sandpaper.
No,
with,
for sure.
with an angry face.
I'm going.
What you're picturing, right, TJ, am I crazy? It's starting off wet. She's
Of course,
excited.
yeah.
You've lapped at it so much that you have consumed. You've done it for so long and so good that you have consumed all of her fluids, and now it is dry. You're talking about
I eat
Just
her,
licking pure desert front to back.
when I eat my wife's pussy, it actually sucks the water out of me.
Yeah.
You know, I have a.
It smoothed Bobby's tongue out.
I'm actually thinner.
I have a dry dick. So if ever I receive fellatio, it just immediately leads
Dries
to
out.
blisters. It's terrible. But you know what? I refuse to moisturize my penis because I'm a Mormon.
That's fair.
Yeah, it is fair.
I believe in
It's not
right,
unjust.
I believe a right to everyone's religion. You know
Do
what?
you,
In fact,
you're mostly kind of just judging.
No, TJ, that's his face.
that's just his face.
It took me, TJ, it took me a year and a half to look over there and not feel shitty about myself.
No
This
matter
is my-
how excited or upset, the face is always, I'm not having fun and I'm an unpleasant person to
I
talk
don't,
to.
I don't think that's
But he's
true.
a doll.
He
He's
always
a doll.
has-
I
have
think he has
resting
told
misery
you that.
face.
No, I think he's told you that. But right now, he's looking at us being like, I don't know how I got here.
No,
He
that's
does
his
How did
face.
this end up being it?
He-
All of his
he-
downtime, he thinks about how the fuck did he possibly get here.
Yeah, he.
This is my first time on Bonfire when you're the co-host.
No, actually, this. I think it's the third, but that's cool. I
can't
love
be
you.
the third.
You wore a cowboy hat. I wore a cowboy hat. We had
Oh,
Cowboy
yeah.
Day.
Well, and I have a brain injury.
That's okay. So do I.
Do you?
Well, I have the symptoms
I
of
do.
one.
Bring it up.
Oh, dude,
Bring it
not
up.
cool.
Do you want me to read again?
Bring up the definition of an AVM. It took too long. Okay, so I had a really. It's been a day. It's been a crazy.
What happened?
24 hours. I think I need. Now I can't talk about it. No, AVM with an M, like my
AVN's
mother.
a
Like
war
it's
show.
my mother's fault.
Apparently, you have one too.
Arteriovenous malformation is a rare abnormal tangle. I never heard that, of blood vessels that disrupts blood flow and oxygen circulation. They're in about 1 out of 100,000 people in the United States, and mostly it's found in autopsy. So most people die from it, and then they find out, oh, you had an AVM. But I had it was the right frontal lobe while I was doing Yogi Bear 3D. It hemorrhaged, and I started to go crazy.
Was
like
it because of
actually
the 3D?
physically crazy?
Was the 3D technology what made it burst?
I think it's more of a maroon.
Yeah,
I do.
I'll accept it.
Or is it? No, maybe it's not. What do you think, Katie? From 800-pound gorilla.
Oh, they work for 800-pound
They
gorilla.
were. Yes, that's what I was trying to say to you.
It's burgundy.
It's a burgundy.
Thank you.
Yeah. So what do you
Welcome,
think it is?
welcome to West
What do you think
Hollywood.
I like the vampire red.
Okay.
You know, but-
She ripped on the vampire. I
What-
like it.
Christine did it.
What's going on, dude? What happened? Talk to us. You have,
I'm gonna keep it, but I'm working on this movie with my buddy Jay. It's a Christmas movie, and we're having a lot of fun with it. And we've got a.
Can I
great
just say something real
producer.
quick?
I would rather you didn't, but that's because I don't remember you being on this fucking program.
okay, listen. The fact is,
Guys.
Okay, that was balls to the wall. That just got you a nice Jeremy Piven, my friend.
I mean, that was.
Okay, here's how brain damaged I am. My brain injury, TBI. I thought Jeremy Piven was on the program. I'm going to keep saying program. Sure. When I was here last, it wasn't. It was Pauly Shore.
No, it was me.
No,
Are
Pauly Shore was
you
also here.
Pauly
No,
Shore?
Was he here?
no,
Yes.
no. We had a Pauly Shore one. That was the other time. This is the third time.
No, he was
It
here.
was Pauly Shore, and then we also had Marcus King, right? Then we did Cowboy Day,
Cowboy Day was Marcus King.
and then he also was here with Pauly Shore, though.
Oh, okay, that's it. Yes, we were here for Marcus King Day.
So the third time, Bobby, you did not make a dent.
I did. Well,
To TJ Miller, with the world you have.
I think I'm intimidated
you
by
know,
you.
by me. Why? I love you.
No, I appreciate.
Does this freak you
that
out when you
wanted
see a memory? You're like, I've never been here when Bobby's been here. Oh my God, I must have been. That seems like a day I would remember.
But you can't you can't tell it's Bobby Kelly really.
I do look like Rip
It's
from
just
Yellowstone.
it's intimidating to be around such an iconic comedian. I guess
Buddy,
that's part of
let
it.
me, because you're in a Christmas movie, right?
Mm-hmm.
And being in a hit Christmas movie is if it does hit, they play it every year
We
forever.
call it evergreen.
Yeah.
So it doesn't stop. So yeah, and somebody said to me recently, I thought it was so cool. They said, "Oh, 'tis the season," and I was like, "What do you mean?" Well, this is when you start watching your Christmas movie like over and over
This
every
is your
couple
second
days.
one. This is your second one.
No, so I've only done one.
What was the other Christmas movie? you
I've
did?
been here 3 times. And
What's your name?
You. The Sip. Are they watching it home? Because the
Yeah.
Sip fucking killed.
We're videotaping. We got-
Killbox. Yeah. I know. So, no, the first one. So I'm working on another Christmas movie, which is Intergalactic. nothing, and zero.
Jacob's face.
Just a general disappointment. Every time I look at you, I feel more like you're my father.
I'm trying to put on an interested face because it's making me uncomfortable that you don't like my face.
I like your face,
but
I just seek your approval.
I'm trying. You
I
have
fear
it.
that
You
I-
just don't realize it because my face doesn't project approval.
It does not.
He
No.
always
It
has the
does not.
face like he can smell shit, but he doesn't know where it is.
There it is.
That's
Yeah.
just his
That's
thing.
amazing.
That's
it
just
is.
his face.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Permanent shit
That's it,
smell.
right there.
He's puzzled. It looks like it's a face. It's like, yeah, he's puzzled by whatever it is you're saying.
Yeah.
You do. You look like you're trying to decide whether or not the litter box needs to be cleaned.
Yeah. Can you buy yourself till morning, or is this going to wake you up? Smell.
There
That
you go.
face is saying, "I love what you're doing on the show today."
I don't believe that.
Yes.
Yeah. So we're working on this Christmas film.
Yeah.
And we're talking about it. And by that I mean we were smoking a joint in Washington Square Park.
There you go.
And I get a phone call. This is and it's I look at my phone, and it's Ryan Reynolds,
Holy shit.
who is your
Neighbor.
yeah.
He's my neighbor.
He's not Bobby's neighbor.
No, stop. 1 second now. Stop now. Shut up. He's,
Oh, this is great chemistry.
we
now
live.
I see why.
We
They
live,
live in a similar area.
We live
but
in the
Bobby-
same area, not similar. It's the very
The
same.
very same area, but Bobby has now, and he's got a notebook of times of day that Ryan Reynolds is not at the places.
The
that he
bakery.
goes.
The bakery.
So
The
he-
local
so he-
bakery.
So we
The
can whittle
bakery.
down the times that maybe he will be.
Yeah, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesdays
That
from
seems
10 on.
like
He's
a
not there until 3
little-
o'clock.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm working. I'm going to have a weekend off. I'm going to do Saturday and Sundays. I'm pretty sure. But if you did talk to him today, is there any way you can ask him when he does have time home?
Yes, I'll go back in time and do that. Yeah, so he called. I go, okay. I go, well, I'm going to send this to voicemail. I'll figure this out. And then my buddy's like, no, you gotta pick that up and see what the deal is. And so I pick it up, and I'm kind of like, what is this gonna be? And we talk. He's like, hey, TJ, it's Ryan Reynolds, which I think is always funny. And he's like, hey, I just want to ask you a question. And then he went on to ask me, he does work with this foundation. It's kind of like St. Jude's or Make-A-Wish, called Sick Kids Foundation. Can you bring that up, actually? Because I haven't even visited the...
A sea level alternate to St. Jude's.
Oh, you'll see.
We got to compete
Level.
with St. Jude's. Is pretty funny. You know what? St. Jude's is cleaning up all the cancer kid money.
Win 2 Taylor Swift tickets and $10,000.
Oh my God, that's enough for one
Wait,
Taylor Swift
wait,
ticket.
I don't know. You know what? I don't think this is the right website.
Sucks. These
If
kids
you
have to.
support
These
the
kids can't even get
kids-
there. They have to win the ticket.
Oh, this is different, dude. These are sick ass kids.
It would make sense that they got Taylor Swift tickets.
Yo,
kids.
dude, Taylor Swift is sick as hell.
Yo, you know what's sick? Taylor Swift tickets.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah. And so look, he
Oh,
does,
wait, I
he
hope the
does work
concert's
with this
soon.
foundation, and he was so you okay?
hope the concert happens soon.
oh,
Yeah,
Jesus.
no, you can say it
Jay.
again.
Hope the concert happens
I mean, what
And
the
then
fuck?
you just got Big Jade. Oaked out. So he does work with this foundation, and he like amazing. Go ahead.
soon. I was looking at the picture underneath. The Baldwin's throwing up gang signs.
This, this thing right here. If
blood.
we can go back up to that, that's a little. Looks like two shadow puppets kissing more.
It really
than,
does. Yeah, it's two snakes
going
that are
on.
trying to like French.
Well, love. So it's incredible. Take that down because this is getting dangerous with what they're saying about the foundation. But I really, it was amazing. He was kind of like, "Do you want to do this thing with me? What do you think about it?" And I was like, "This is what I said." I was like, "This is really lovely of you to ask. Like, thank you so much." And then at the end of the conversation, I was like, "This is truly like tremendous." And so since yesterday, it has been a very like, yeah, trying like I left him a message. I'm kind of waiting for him to call back. If he does, I'll leave the program. You know,
Leave.
You'll leave the program?
no, I just walk out. I won't.
Oh, leave our program.
Yeah, I
100%.
won't finish the radio
Is
show.
there-
Are you
What do
going to
guys
leave here
call it?
if he
Is there
doesn't
any
call
way-
you back?
Is there any way I could follow you and listen?
And in the background, go. What about the bakery times? When are you at the bakery? bakery. Rob, get out of here. Okay, the bakery.
Saturdays they make a Queen Amon.
I would
Couldn't
love.
even imagine.
I would love for you to just walk out of here for a Ryan Reynolds call, but you have to do it really loud first. Go, sorry guys, give me 2 seconds. Ryan, double R.
Reynolds.
A Deadpool.
But that's what's been so fun. It's like basically the last 48 hours I've just been being friends with Ryan Reynolds. And I did once, I was somewhere and I go, and I don't know what's going to happen with this Ryan Reynolds thing. It was at a sushi place and the girl was like, are you really? You're talking about and I was like, yeah, we're cool with each other. We're homies. And she didn't give us anything for free. Not even, not even crispy tuna rice.
Wow,
He's loving this. What a great audience member.
Yeah, he's
Taco.
Filipino. He can't understand English.
Is that true?
He's just happy to be in this country, man.
Really?
Yeah. He just does video and he jerks off into a bucket.
Yeah,
He
came here on a U-boat.
He thinks this is an island.
Well, his country, you can't come in your own hand. It's
Yeah.
illegal.
If you look
sacrilege.
at the entirety of it, this is an island. If you
Of
go all the
course.
way up the entire continent, southern, right?
we're all
Manhattan
island people.
Manhattan is an island.
I love it, and that's why we've allowed you to come here.
So,
Yeah, well, that's a different
so
type of Asian.
let me
Go
ask you a
ahead.
question because I'm a huge fan of you. And
That is cultural appropriation.
No, I'm that too.
What?
I'm Japanese as well.
No one asked. No, and they don't do that. Okay, go ahead.
It's not a bowing culture, or definitely it is.
It's one or the other, but it can be both. It's
Well, that is-
magenta and nightmare. What is
I
it?
will-
Vampire red.
Have you ever watched
Nightmare red.
TJ? Have you ever seen? You watched it, Bobby, right? The Dennis Rodman Big Bang and Pyongyang documentary.
what? No, I've never even heard
It's
of
one
it.
of the greatest documentaries ever. When
Oh, I
Dennis
know what you're
Rodman
talking
he
about.
goes over to
Oh, I did see that. Yes.
China
North,
to play,
North
or I'm sorry,
Korea,
North Korea to play basketball, and then he comes back, and then right before he goes back to North Korea, goes, you know what? I'm going to fall off the wagon hard, and just goes and just terrorizes Japan like an actual Godzilla
Korea, North
monster.
Korea.
North Korea, like a Japanese monster though. But when he came in and he just bows at everybody, but it's not a bowing culture in North Korea, so it's just funny that he keeps doing it, and they keep like stopping him, and you're seeing these nervous tiny Koreans bowing back. It's like, oh, okay, is this your culture? He just
What
bows
would that
to
be
everyone.
like here? Like not bowing, but it would be like, I guess maybe bowing. It would be,
If you cheek kiss in LA, people think it's kind of weird because people do it here, but out there,
who
like
does,
if you
who
go
cheek
in,
kisses here?
everybody.
What? I cheek kiss girls, not
Yeah.
guys.
Well, not the guys don't cheek kiss each other, but girls and guys cheek kiss.
Am I not friends
Yeah.
with anyone?
I've cheek kissed you.
The only people I've cheek kissed
Yeah.
are like Europeans that kind of force it on you.
That's a double cheek kiss.
That's a
though.
double.
I don't like that at
Get
all.
away from me with
I don't
that
like that for one
I
fucking second.
love a fucking cheek kiss.
Not a double.
I'll take a cheek kiss from anybody.
I'll tell you what, a
not
real
true.
good
I love it. I'd take a cheek kiss from you,
A real
even
good-
with the scruff.
A real good
different
Ginzo Italian will make it nice. This weekend,
Yeah.
Tommy Pope, after we watched the Eagles game, and he was leaving, and I'm not going to see him for a few months. You know, he lives in Austin, Texas. Gave me a big old
Yeah.
smooch on the cheek.
Italians
and
love a
I
cheek
couldn't wait
kiss.
to give them that hug. It felt
Oh,
great.
you're not talking about. You're
No,
talking about.
that.
Love
No,
it.
this one was a particular hard
Oh,
lips
I'm
on the
t-
cheek.
I'm
but
talking
a
about European,
side cheek kiss,
Yeah,
the
I
double
don't do
cheek
that.
kiss is European, and it disgusts me.
But Italians in America will always bring you in and give you a kiss. How you doing? I love you. Good to see you.
My new joke is I think that there's a level of sexism in America that reaches everything, like every component down to the greeting. And the way that I can explain this is that when you meet a man or a woman as a man, you shake their hand. Hey, it's good to see you. How you doing? Good? Good to see you. But women, if you try and do that, sometimes they go, I'm a hugger.
Oh yeah,
I hug.
Yeah.
Come on, get in here for a hug. Men can't do that.
You can.
Can you imagine if a woman puts out her hand and goes, I'm a hugger.
You can do it.
Get in here.
I opened.
I want to touch my hands behind your back.
You have to do it differently.
Yum, yum, yum.
It's just a different tone. You
Right?
have to,
It's not okay.
TJ, you just have to go like this. I'm a hugger.
I'm a hugger, and it's not gonna get hard.
I just hold the front.
And if it does, I'm coming in the basement, right on into the can. I'm Filipino.
I'm a hugger. I just hold my motel door open and I go, I'm a rapist. Come on. I don't
on.
I don't push them into the room. I just keep giving head nods. I just hold the door open and I go, I am a rapist. Get in here.
And they go like
Come on,
this.
Get in here.
It's
Get in here.
right
When in
up.
Rome.
They go like this. They really go in for the. You have no choice. I'm really going in for this. So what I do, I've been experimenting with this, but it doesn't work necessarily. When they go in both sides like this, I do a double handshake.
Nice.
So they're this. I'm like, oh, it's nice to meet you.
Like kung fu.
That's a guy who's been a part of movie.
Jiu-jitsu, yeah.
That's a guy who's been a part of movie fight coordination before, right there. I wouldn't even think that fucking high level, dude.
And now we're back to Yogi Bear 3D.
It's all come
So
full circle.
It's all come.
It's all come. Come in a barrel.
All of this is exactly what you think it is.
Come in a tiny trash can.
So is there any way?
Big trash can. Small
Filipino,
can.
TJ,
Filipino
TJ,
come in a
is there
tiny
any-
trash can? Sounds like a Coldplay album.
Is there any way now that you're friends with
And like
him,
not a great one.
TJ? If there's any way, because I'm such a big fan of you in Deadpool, it's one of my favorite movies.
Give me your name again.
My name is
What are you guys?
Mike
laughing
Fanoia. Mike Fanoia. Remember that name. I'm going to be touring with a big
Good
comic
luck.
soon. Listen,
Good luck.
seriously, is there any way that you're friends now? Because Deadpool 3 was great, but you weren't in it.
Yeah.
And there's
Noticeable
definitely
missing.
something lacking.
Well, so I do want to say about that because I do have a friend. We do this show called Gore Burger, G-O-R Burger. Everybody should look it up. It's fucking crazy and it's fantastic. And I think we're going to do a Sirius XM spin-off, which would be really fun, called Trey Gore, where it's like Gore Burger's monster alien nephew, and he comes to do podcasts. And he's an alien and everything, but one of the things that he has is whenever he gets excited, he pukes. So anything that his guests are talking about, like that. So that would be a lot of fun.
Get yourself Pippin.
Yeah!
Get yourself another
You know,
Pippin.
if you get 3, you get to be an entourage.
No one knows.
You got 3?
Right. Bobby's cleaning
I
up.
get to be Turtle.
I feel like I could have said something funnier.
That's been the problem of all
Do you
of
ever feel like that?
That's the problem.
Jay? Big J, do you ever feel like that?
I'll tell you what I feel like.
Where
The
you said something that you thought could have been funnier?
Yeah,
And you look back and you regret it, and then you keep interrupting the host.
of course. Of course. The problem none of our group
I don't
ever
know,
made
just
it.
like I could have. I don't know. I have a friend that has a theory about that, but I think more than that, he just like I think he's one of these guys that's like, I'm bigger than that. Like, there's no real beef. How you doing? All that. But I think, I mean, I don't know. From this perspective, like in terms of what happened the last 24 hours, I think he just is like, I want to do something for the Sick Kids Foundation. What's the funniest thing that I could do?
Right.
And he kind of, and the way that he came at it was like, I'm not going to tell you the idea, but like the way that he came at it, it was really funny because he is one of the funniest people I've ever come across. He's such a good improviser.
Yeah.
And I know we have some people that like are above average in terms of improvising.
Above slightly.
But he is like next level
He
improviser. And I'm joking, you're one of the best improvisers alive. But I think that there is a component of it which is
Jay,
just
I'm going to
that.
give you this.
Yeah, I'll
This is
give him
a-
one too.
That's a
Yay!
sympathy. That's a sympathy
Ding
pivot.
ding ding.
I felt bad
Oh
for
my
you,
God.
Pivot.
I've never seen this.
Sympathy
But he
pivot.
just went like this with a sympathy pivot. He just goes like this. That's it. That's all it takes.
Yeah.
That's like my father. When he just absolutely cracks up at one of my jokes, he goes, That's it. That's all I need. What are you doing? You're writing down English words?
He's only-
He's
Nothing?
doing, he's
yeah,
doing
we always
the
have
video.
Paco. He films a video, and then we have Black Luke do ESL over there with him.
This is really a dangerous show to be on.
Oh, dude, there's 800-pound gorillas. There's fucking everything. It's fucking crazy in
Yeah,
here.
that's troubling.
Smell that bucket over there.
I don't need to. He smells it from around.
That's too tall for Paco's
So
cum.
you think there might be a chance because there's definitely going to be a Deadpool 4.
Yeah, for sure. I don't.
Would you do it if he asked you?
I think, and I really do feel strongly about this. I think, because he and I, we talked a little while ago also, and I think him asking me, I think he's just been such a good like friend right now that I think it would be really, I think that would be awesome. And I'm friends with Michael Bay, and I think during that experience with Transformers 4, I was not sure that I would work with him again because I was like, this is very well, but it's a $300 million film, so it's not easy for anybody to make that happen, especially when it makes $1 billion. But now I'm buddies with him enough that I would do almost anything that he wanted to do. So I think one of the big things is
How about a Joker musical?
What's that?
Would you be?
I'm in it.
Joker musical.
You didn't see it?
I didn't see it.
Did you see it? I'm in it.
Are you actually in it?
Yeah, I play Yogi Bear.
I know Tim Dillon was in it. I didn't see that either. Well, no.
Was he in it really?
Yeah.
Oh my God,
got
everything
some pretty
about him
funny-
is confusing.
He's got some great.
Have you noticed that?
Tim Dillon?
Everything about him is confusing. Any fact that I find out about him, any time I converse with him, I'm like, what?
Yeah, everything. Right down to the
Even-
fact is starting out that it's like Tim's gay. What?
No, you're
Tim's
right.
a Republican.
And what? And that, by the way, that's the beginning of it. And then Andy
Tim likes
Letterman is
salads.
like,
What?
Tim eats a 2,000 calorie a day diet.
What?
Tim has a pool. Okay, it's not that big.
What?
Tim jerks off in a barrel.
What?
Paco's in there. What?
What?
Down to Andy Letterman being like, yeah, and he sent a jet for me in case I wanted to take it to New York. And you're like, what?
God, this
Did
what
you
bit
see
is
all
great,
of us
dude.
had a moment where like, that can't
TJ.
be real.
You got
Great
a
what bit.
Jesus Christ.
The what bit was fantastic. We got so into that.
It was so good.
I know, I liked it.
You are flushing Pivens.
Can't wait.
-3.
What?
-3 pivots.
Who's at negative three?
She's embarrassing you in front of your guests.
Christine, you're not at -3 pivens. Every piven that you don't have is a piven that you do. Every piven that you don't have is an opportunity that you do.
I'm getting really one thing I did not think out when we had our first guest during the era of the Piven point system.
Yeah.
Is that I feel like we're going to really hurt him. I don't want to teach you to be hurt when I tell him it clears at the end of the show.
Oh, wait,
Everyone
this
has
is
to give-
Ryan.
Oh, no.
Shit.
Oh,
Bakery.
shit.
I'll be there Saturday.
Shit.
Saturday.
God damn it.
I'll go Sunday if he's there.
No, I know. I just was trying
Saturday. Sunday. I'll be around Sunday.
Yeah? Okay. Yeah, no, I was just getting out of the Big J joke because he was about to say something about Jeremy Piven. Okay. Yeah.
It's going to be good.
What?
It's called
What?
Bonfire on series. Hello?
Take that pivot back. That he has to give a pivot back for that
That's
one.
No,
okay, guys.
the show's almost over. And we always got to give back all the Pivens.
Yes, he does. You have to come back on to earn your pivens back.
I know. Guys, and this is so fun. It really, really is. But
That
what were you
sounds
going to say? You're
sarcastic.
worried about... No, but you were worried about what?
I
About
forget.
Piven? I was just joking. That
forget
it's really
already.
going to hurt me
No,
when...
yes. At the end of the show, we collect all the Pivens back.
Yeah.
And
But
then you don't get to bring the Pivens
Yeah, but
home.
you
And
do-
I should have announced that earlier because it's a terrible feeling to send somebody away with.
Jay, it's okay. Because I have 40 to 50 Pivens at home.
Oh, that's impressive.
You have your own pivens?
Yeah, you know what? They are their point system for my wife. That's how I have intercourse. The only way I can come in a trash can is if I get 15 pivies. As we call them around the Miller household, pivies.
She goes, ooh. She goes, that's a strong stroke, my friend. Here's a Piven.
She goes, ooh, TJ, let's divvy up the pivies. You got to divvy the pivies. Oh, my God, full laugh. That's it.
Christine, I'm sorry. Here, I need a pen so I can mark off Christine, her loner.
You have the pen over there.
What's wrong? Oh, you didn't see that they do this?
Christine,
I'm
give me the
I'm just
pen.
joking. I didn't either.
Sorry, TJ, this is where
800-pound gorilla in the house.
Hang on, I got it.
Comedy label. I've got a Smooth Peanut Butter out right now. The Philosophy Circus coming out soon.
Yeah.
And the Gentle Giant. And what else? Any other fun things that we're doing? Not yet.
Sorry, I'm just logging out. Christine.
Go to TJ Miller does not have a website.com. He is going
She
to
has a
start his
loaner.
new tour, Crowdsourcer. The dates are coming up: Jacksonville, Tempe, Phoenix, Houston, and Atlanta. And make sure you check out his website for his TJ peanut butter and his hot sauce, which is amazing.
It's amazing.
One of the funniest fucking guys.
And I do want to, on behalf of Ryan Reynolds, I want to say, check out the Sick Kids Foundation.
Oh, please. Can we
Donate
put it out?
when you can. Yeah, it's sickkids.org, right? And it's amazing. And when he told me about it, I was
.com.
like...
It's
Yeah.
.com.
Oh, .com. SickKids.com.
Sick Kids Foundation.
SickKidsFoundation.com. And when he told me about it, I was like, that's kind of a funny name for. I was like, yeah, if we do something together, that would be sick. And then I looked it up. It's fucking amazing. You can win $10,000. Just
TJ
kidding. What if I was like plugging that?
You know what?
If you give to this foundation, you can win $10,000.
Every month I give to St. Jude's, and I'm going to take it back. I'm going to give it to this
I
foundation.
think you should. And then I found out. I recently
Fuck St. Jude's.
I recently was looking at credit card statements, and I wrote to our business manager and Kate. I'm like, "What is this like ACP? What is this?" Because I'm gonna stop paying it because I don't know what. And Kate was like, "It's the Humane Society," and I was like, "Oh no, I know."
You go.
Still
I guess,
cut it off.
I guess just cut off one of my Netflix accounts then. Instead.
Yeah.
You're going through your Rocket.
I am
your
done
Rocket
with
Financial.
Hulu. Which, by the way, guys, Hulu is the new place for comedy, and that's so exciting. And the New York Comedy Festival is sponsored by Buzzball, or as I say, it tastes like what my parents thought would happen.
Please don't tell me Hulu's a new place for comedy. I don't want to believe that. I don't like when I'm not part of the first exodus of something. I go, it's because it's not going to work out.
Yeah, exactly.
So that means
That's how I felt about Quibi, and look you what we got there.
You'd have been sitting on a fortune.
Nothing.
DJ Miller, thank you so much for hanging out with us.
Quibi, no, thank you guys so much, and you guys, this is such great chemistry that I know next time I'm here,
You'll remember.
I won't remember. Give me your name again.
It's Josh Adam Myers.
Nice. That just got you a pivot. Last minute pivot.
What? I'm giving my pivot over here.
Thank you. I'll take it.
Josh Adam Myers is hilarious. He's self-described. I'm not much of a comic. I'm more of a bar mitzvah DJ. That's so
That should be his
fucking
merch.
funny, dude. Yeah.
It's the Bonfire.